at the moment, I'm just working on the... So I've already restarted this campus, but I'm just kind of working on it. Because now I got all the buildings opened. And now I'm just trying to, like, make it look better than I had it. Because I didn't realize I had more space.
Space.
I'm in space.
Space, I'm in space,
Yep, this is like a regular university. I'm gonna cram as many students into this one room as I possibly can.
That's illegal.
Not in America, it's not.
In Australia, each dorm room has 2 limit.
Yeah, no. Not in America, it's not.
Poor bastards.
Sometimes it's worse. Basically, also, in this game, it's 1 bed for every 5 students. I don't know how that works. Isn't gonna bother me. But it's fine. Oh god, that's so gaudy. I love how some of these line up perfectly, the others don't. Let's see. Let's see if I can cram one more bed in here. Yeah, you know, because that doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. Here, we'll just do this. Yeah, these guys are gonna get really close and comfortable, but whatever. go. Okay, Paw Show throws money at things they like. Donation. Moves faster than most. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Go. We got those four. We do have room to expand if needed. Let's see. There we go. That's done. Sunflower. Okay. Partition. Go. That's 4. Okay. Let me get a partition again. Okay. Place down. Hand sanitizer. Let's see. Giant library reception. Unlock with kudos. Okay, looks like I've gotten the handle down on this room. Let's see. Window. Room capacity 8. Okay. So this building is finished in terms of things. And this building is finished. We're just gonna go. And we're gonna get a smoothie one. go. Let's see. Wrong game. Okay. And then we're gonna have wait, I could have had different colored rugs the entire time. That's mad. That's mean. Okay. Add more. There we go. I feel bad, but you're gonna have to be moved. Okay. Three desks. They can share. How do you know you've been in college too long? Your parents are running out of money. Yeah, no, I'm literally making a college, and I was at first I only had these 2 buildings, and I was trying to like cram everything into these 2 buildings. I didn't realize I could expand. So that's what I've been doing. So you got this part of the campus, you got this part of the campus. It was already has a million degrees. The thing is, Billy will cringe. I'll just laugh. Bison. And then there's this part of the campus, which I've made. So now I'm just trying to like expand where there needs to be expansion. But I think I've done everything I need to do here. Not quite. College student. Hey Dad, I got some great news. What? Remember that $500 you promised me if I made the dean's list? I certainly do. Well, you get to keep it. The dean's list is overrated anyway. Why do pimples make horrible prisoners? Because they keep breaking out. You know, Billy's not here at the moment, so he can't cringe. You should save them for when he's here. It's fun that way.
Yeah, I'll put my fires on that. I come back and there's puns. Why?
Why? Because I'll laugh at them. That's why.
Hey Paige.
What?
So you like puns, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why I like paper?
Because it's terrible?
You know why? No, do you know why I like eating paper?
Why?
I want to see if you can figure it out, because it's bad.
Fiber? I don't know. Okay, so I've worked on this building building's done, this building's done. Now I gotta furnish out these buildings.
Oh, but because, Paige,
What?
I'll get diarrhea after I eat it. That's a way to get liquid paper.
That's weird.
What?
A new student at Harvard stopped an upperclassman and said, "Where's the library at?" The upperclassman said, "Never end a sentence with a preposition. Cops do it on TV, but it isn't proper, so to speak. The new student said, "Pardon me, where's the library at, moron?"
Nah, I just speak in such fanciful language that they'd have no way of understanding me.
Dormitory 6. Usually there's an entire building dedicated to being a dorm. But I got rooms. This is so not up to code. What do you call a student hiking? What do you call hiking U.S. students? The Walking Dead.
What is... Please repeat. I don't understand. Hey.
What?
America and Germany are having a discussion. America's whinging about college debt, and Germany responds, "Well, America, I have no interest on student loans." Get the joke?
Yes.
Germany's not interested in listening about student loans, so what's the other joke?
There's no interest.
We don't have interest either. Like, student loans fine. It shouldn't be free. You pay government back, but you shouldn't have interest on it. The interest is the bad bit.
Well, yeah, because it's like all you do is make the hole to climb out that much bigger.
Like in Australia, they also make it that you don't have to pay, because you just start paying it back when you start, right?
Yeah.
In Australia, you don't have to start paying it back until you get your degree, or you drop out. You drop out, you have to pay. If you graduate, when you graduate, you have to pay. And while you're studying, you don't have to pay, because the government was thinking, well, the kids have the added pressure of they have to study while also worrying about crippling debt that they actually have to pay. It will worsen their grades. I would like you.
I'm playing the game of how many students can I cram into one building.
Oh, that's it. What are your Haseo thoughts on that? Do you think it's a good idea to freeze student debt until they graduated? Or...
I mean, when I went, it didn't accumulate interest until I graduated.
But you know what I mean? Like, you don't even have to pay any until you graduate. It's just when you graduate, they go, yeah, you remember that loan you took? Remember how we told you you'd have to pay it back?
Hi.
Now you have to stop paying it back. Graduated from Clown College. Must be an Ivy State school.
I love how there's so much predominant. I went to an Ivy League school. Great.
The other thing is, people look down on Brown, right? As it's the worst Ivy League college.
Yeah.
It's still a fucking good university compared to state or community colleges.
How many people can afford in a building? Yeah. This is an American College 101. How many students can you cram into one dorm room?
Well, what Haseo just said is so fucking true.
Forget everything you learned in college. You won't need it working here. Potential employee. I never went to college. Oh, sorry. Unfortunately, you're not qualified to work here. Forget everything you learned. Okay, cool. I learned nothing. Oh, well, you had to at least... So you're telling me I have to put myself in crippling debt just to let you know that I'm...
You know, there's people who haven't gone to college who are actually usually harder workers than people who are go through the hell of college, because by the time they get their degree, they're already burned out. Am I wrong?
You're not. Also, I've noticed a lot of, like, people who've gone through, like... You have two sides of a coin. You have the people who've been doctors for, like, years. And they're burned out. And they're still treating people, which... If you're burnt out as a doctor, please stop.
Usually the burned out doctors usually stop. So for instance, a surgeon will become a general practitioner. They'll just move into a field that's easier. So for instance, a lot of burned out doctors will just go into medical research, so they don't have to deal with people anymore.
Because they're like, okay, because I get it. It's hard. Being a doctor is difficult. I'm not going to tell you it's not difficult. What I am going to say is I don't like when the doctors are so burnt out that
I got a good one. Well, what if your doctor's name was Dr. Bad Touch?
Oh God.
It was actually a good doctor.
Oh dear.
What? What would you be thinking even if he was the best doctor ever and his name was Dr. Bad Touch?
Get the fuck away from me.
So you're judging someone on their last name?
Then again, I had a doctor at one point. Their name was Dr. Slaughter. Not joking. Decent doctor. But anyway, no, so you have these burnt out doctors still trying to, like, be doctors, right?
It's like burnt out teachers.
And they either... they'll fuck up somewhere down the line, or they'll just be so dismissive of a patient that it's almost worth just not going at all. Which...
yeah, being dismissive is bad.
Accommodation rating.
You can be condescending. Okay, a doctor's allowed to be condescending to you, but he still can't refuse a request.
Like, a lot of doctors here will be like, I have this issue. No, you don't. Buddy!
For instance, you doctor here, you say, oh, I'm this. The doctor will go, okay. They'll go condescending, going, it's very unlikely it's this, but to give you ease of mind, we'll test it. That's condescending, but they still do it.
Because in the end, they could be wrong.
Also, you see that thing in Americans screaming at the National Health Service in England because the government a case went to the Supreme Court where the kid was brainstem dead, which brainstem dead isn't like vegetable or coma. Your brain is necrotic; it's gone.
Yeah.
So the government, the health service, which is run by the government, shut it off. And a lot of Americans said, I wasn't happy here. And I went, yeah. Did you know how much those machines cost to run a week? $7,000. You wouldn't have the government telling you to switch it off. You'd have the insurance company.
Or the insurance would just refuse to pay for it at that point.
And then you go into crippling debt and bam. So there's no difference. It's just, you just change the thing that would have caused it to switch off. It still would have happened. They did a review board of the top doctors in Britain, and out of the 100 doctors, 0 said there was a chance of survival. Because his brainstem was rotting.
It's like there's no life here.
He was so dead that the test they do to check if the brain's dead, they couldn't do on him.
Okay, so here's something a bit controversial.
Oh, no, it's finished. Well, one doctor said there are people buried in the ground who have more brain activity in their brain.
The college told me in the auditorium, the female dormitory be out of bounds to all male students. So too, the male dormitory to female students. Anyone caught in breaking this rule will be fined $20 the first time. Anybody caught in breaking this rule for the second time will be fined $60. The third time will incur a hefty fine of $180. Are there any questions? As a student in the crowd raised their hand and asked, how much for a season pass? It's like at this point I'm just gonna dole it out. Okay, those two are done. That's the... Let's see, assistant. But yeah, no, so here's this controversial thing. So I've been on Reddit recently, don't laugh. There's a story where they're like, I'm putting my 7-year-old is to the point, basically, when the kid was born, the doctors, before they were born, they're like, they're probably gonna have Down syndrome. The mom was like, that's fine. I don't care. But it wasn't Down syndrome. It was chromosomal deletion. Deletion to the point where basically the kid was breathing, had to be kept alive with a feeding tube. Basically all the kid was breathing.
Question, what was his brainstem dead?
His brainstem was dead, but there was little activity.
So not necrotic.
Not necrotic, but like it... basically a vegetable.
So he'd have a 1 in a million chance of recovery.
Yeah. So the person is like, I don't care if people hate me for this, but I'm putting my son in a residential facility. And I'm walking away. Because there's nothing there. There's no the child doesn't even know if I'm here or not. The only thing the only thing my son knows is that it's alive. That's it. And then people are like, that's kind of harsh, but it's like, you don't... And she's like, I'm a single parent because my husband died. So I have my 12-year-old son and my...
my stance if I become a vegetable. Switch me off.
Same.
Now, if I'm in a coma, it depends on the coma.
If it's one of those comas where they're like, there's, like, little to no hope. I'd probably give it some time, but not...
I'd say wait a couple months, and if there's no activity, switch me off. What? Because you can't change drastically in the first couple months, even if you can, no chance. You can bounce back.
Yeah, but then again, there are people who've been in comas for years. Although I feel like that's very cruel.
One guy was in a coma for a decade, and when he learned that he missed a decade of his life, he shot himself.
Because that's time you're never gonna get back. And you don't gain more time if you're...
He couldn't acquire the world had changed so much in a decade. He couldn't acclimatize it. He had a nervous breakdown and shot himself. Because this was in the 80s.
Yeah.
He went from personal computers not being a thing at all to waking up in the late 90s when every house was starting to get a computer, cell phones were starting to be a thing, and the internet existed.
Yeah. But some people are like, that's harsh. You would turn your back on your child, and it's like, is that my child? Or is
I'm an organ donor.
Huh?
I'm an organ donor.
Same.
Also, you know, when I had my fertility test,
Yeah.
well, I passed them all so far. I donate this to them.
Mm.
So there could be little Billies running around somewhere in the world.
Interesting.
Although, it's getting used anyway, I may as well donate it. The nurse just asks, you want to donate this? You just tick a form. I mean, it's already, it's not like I had to do any extra work.
Yeah.
It's already, you know. So if it can give someone a kid, sure, why not?
They just can't come back at you and be like, pay me for this child.
Well, no, I wasn't even trying to donate. This was for a fertility test. They just said, do you want to do this? I went, sure, why not? You like that I do stuff like that.
But, anyway. Like, people, like, it was split. There were people like, how could you just leave your child and not look back?
Well, I wouldn't visit them anymore, but there's something called the dead brain ward in major cities hospitals.
Yeah.
But basically in Australia, if you're a vegetable state, they just shove you into that ward, leave you on life support, and if anything changes, they notify the family.
Well, because it's like, how... And I guess the eldest child ended up, like, in the 7-year-old's room and actually started, like, hitting the kid. Because he was just like, I don't have a father, and because of you, I really don't have a mom. Because every waking moment is... And it's like, okay, that's cruel. Your son should... Your older son shouldn't be abusive.
So, you know, I was only born because my older brother died.
Yeah.
So when I fell out of the window and got hurt,
Yeah.
Apparently my mother broke down crying, saying not again.
Mm.
Sad about that.
Okay, so that's done. That room's done.
I kind of feel bad for my parents. But they lost 2 babies.
Yeah.
They almost lost me.
This is still fun. Like, I'm actually having fun with this. Alexa, turn Paige's lamp to 100%.
I fell out of a window. Second story window. No, I repeat, second story as an Australian terminology because the first floor is the second floor, the ground floor is the first floor. Because in Australia it goes basement, if it's underground, ground floor, first floor, second floor.
So you're 3 stories up.
Yeah, and then I jumped out the window and landed in a rose bush.
You were living. You lived.
The reason I survived was because a 3 years old skull is very spongy. They said if I was a year older, I would have died. What?
Were you trying to die?
No, I was just bouncing on my brother's bed. Jumped, bounced, flew through because the window is the glass part of the window is open, but you know the flight screen.
Yeah.
I jumped hard enough that I went through the flight screen.
Interesting. I repeat my statement. Let's see, where's the garbage? That'll do. But yeah, no, like, but no, like, there, it was split. It was like, how could you do that? But it's like, how, like, I didn't know. I was like, it's harsh, but
such is life.
well, like, okay, so you don't know how long that person, that mother has been putting literally 7 years into this. And, like, I kind of agree. It's like, she's like, I really didn't even get a child. I got someone that wouldn't grow old, really. It just is in the same state. I don't know. It was one of those things, like, it's harsh, but it's... I couldn't blame her. I don't know. Could you blame her?
No. You read my rules. No, I have credibility. I don't exude morality.
Let's see. A philosophy student, college student in the... It was single line, is this a question? On a paper, is this a question discussed? After a short time he wrote, if that's a question, then this is an answer. that student received an A on the exam. Oh yeah, the if-then statements. Those are fun. If this is this, then that is that. Those are fun. Alright. This is almost done. Okay, that's done. Thermal comfort, environment, hygiene. Coffee kiosk. Because, you know, we're gonna have cars. Hello, 2 point. Let's see. Okay, that's all done. And now... Sheesh. Let's see. Gross personal hygiene. Janitors. Two of those in there. Gross personal hygiene. We'll do 2. Let's press play
Harrison
on this
Wolf on 2 Point Radio. Welcome to 2 Point Radio. This is Harrison Wolf, and I will be your host of this little Sonic get-together. This is the party within the party.
We literally
The
spread this
sandwich
out.
and the lunchbox. The thing in the thing. I'll think of some words, and we'll be right back.
Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
Announcement. The campus just got bigger. Not necessarily better.
Five students would like the... monthly profit.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. soulmates.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.
Tuition fees are expensive. Billy.
In the news today, local film star Roderick Cushion is in a spot of bother after he was photographed throwing a bagel at some photographers. It's pretty bad luck that those freelance photographers were in his bathroom at the exact moment he decided to start flinging bagels. I mean, what are the chances?
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
Great work, Novo's first-rate academy. I know what you need, I just can't provide it to you. Challenge suggestion box. Sell poster wanted. Okay.
Students are reminded to set reminders.
We're gonna exit to map, save and quit, and then we're gonna move on to the next map.
Oh, so I got something to show.
Do you want to?
Around.
I don't know if he's still around.
Well,
Do you want to move to Boom?
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, let's move to Boom. Love how I say that.
I'll just show you. The last couple of months I've been working on textures for Falsebound Kingdom. Have a look. How much better do the camera models look? I haven't got the lighting down right. But let's just do page.
Yeah.
I just need it. But at least, how much better does it look than the actual game? I just need to get it working properly. It slows down a little. Well, it's because the text is still loading in. I need to preload them, but I think I did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to add him in the thing, okay. So I've completed that. And now we're gonna move to this one. Serve food and help culinary students stomach the perils of fine dining. Fine dining. I can't speak for the love of God. So let's start with this.
Yeah, I could screw around with static feed and load, right?
There is so much to learn in the wonderful field of gastronomy. Firstly, I suppose, that it's not an actual field. Though with all the vegetables and livestock and so on, there may be rather a lot of time spent in the field. There you have it. The study of food really does cover so much ground that we only manage to stretch the surface and talk about grass. Let's have some music, shall we?
Okay.
Rabies are happy over.
Gastronomy, student intake 10.
Students are asked not to ask
I'm
questions.
You'll find my... I'm here to help turn your student body into a bodacious stew of learning. DJ Sous Chef. God damn it. Okay. It's gonna be delicious. Okay, let's build. Let's just do this.
May or may not pay off.
What are you having?
Yeah. And we're gonna stick hand sanitizer in the room because that's done. Okay, now we need a lecture theater. They have the non-American spelling of theater. Yeah.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mother.
It's the Harrison Wolf Show, baby. All right. This is Harrison Wolf, bringing you the Harrison Wolf Power Hour. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about colleges lately. Lots of study here, learn so-and-so, qualification this and qualification that. But let me tell you something they don't want you to know. It's a scam. All of it.
It's a scam, all of it.
Plagiarism is not a belief system.
Billy, are you listening to this at all?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is funny. And plagiarism is not a belief system. Someone did that once. They said that the only reason they plagiarized it is because it's a part of their religion.
That's funny.
Don't ask me.
Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means.
And of course, they got... You're an Aussie, right? Billy?
Yeah.
The lady speaking, is that an Australian accent or a British accent? I can't tell at the moment.
Let me listen.
Well, when she pops in on the PA system again. Higher.
No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you.
That's British.
Is it?
Yes, that's British. It's an East Londoner accent. Fucking
Fuck you.
man.
I bet you can't tell me the difference between a North Carolina Southern accent and a South Carolina Southern accent, now can you?
Yeah, but that's the same country.
Oh.
I love how you're not arguing that.
We've all been quizzed at school, but what really happens during a
But by
test?
your logic, that
You get a
makes-
question,
since
you
it's
write
so-
down your
since
answer,
it's
and
Australia,
then
so
some bozo
Californians
tells
sound
you
like
that
Texans,
you're wrong.
right?
Fuck
But
you,
who
no.
say they're right? What's so great about their answers?
Yes.
If we've all got the same answers, then what's the point of there being so many of us, huh? I tell you, it's a
Paige is
crime
a
that they
valley
make
girl.
kids take their tests. Not a real criminal
even
kind
do
of
the
crime, of
voice.
course, but it's majorly uncool. And that's the kind of crime.
Paige knows the voice I mean.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water. Remember?
You know the one.
What?
The uppity belly girl bitch voice.
I'm not doing it.
You can do it though. Is that proof you lived in California?
Yes.
The yeah.
Again, how many students can I cram in one room?
Mm.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Tell that to my best friend's dog, who in fact
Oh.
ate an entire library book. And the librarian was like, that didn't happen. And she's like, how do you explain this then? The librarian at Acres was mean. She was not nice. I got a dormitory already set up.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. I should be just starting the game, but I'm trying to make sure that everybody has everything they need.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you.
I feel like the game is like, you're playing enough.
I shouldn't have to tell you, but if Jumbo McNally's getting involved in something, you know it's bad. Jumbo University? Huh, what a racket. You can teach Mr. McNally a lesson by signing my petition to have him fired into space.
Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Now taking students for gastronomy.
Listen, I get it. You want your students to flourish, but their grades won't always be self-raising. When one of my chefs needs some help, I send someone home to talk to them slowly and loudly. Maybe that's extreme, but extra attention goes a long way. I recommend the private tuition room.
Has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly.
I didn't hear that.
Staff are reminded to care about students.
What's going on?
Staff are reminded to care about students. Students can attend private tuition for one-on-one help from a teacher. It's a great way for students to catch up or even race ahead. Private requires just complete a... Oh, I need to... There we go. Dinner for one.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. Yep.
Waiter! Waiter! Oh, the service here is terrible.
You could go out. Or you could stay in. With a bowl of hog logs. You've tried fine dining, but this is swine dining. Only hog log cereal combines 4 times of wheat with a salty crunch of crispy pork skin.
Oh, okay then.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing free time.
C's, okay. C's get degrees.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Maybe their fruit. Show them tastes by throwing them a party. Student union.
Back.
Welcome back.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
Some grades are personal. Some students are reminded that some grades are personal. Yeah. I know that feeling. It's like, yeah, no, I tried my hardest. But it meant nothing because the teacher hated me. Assistant. Schedule 1 student union party.
You ever thought about why they're so keen to teach us to read? Think about it. So we can read what they write. Well, it makes so much sense when you think about it. It's just another way for them to control us. That's why I only trust the Daily Disorder for my news. They take the regular news
Library
and turn
required.
every word into an anagram, breaking down the code. You can't understand a thing. It's perfect.
Janitor required in Savory Kitchen. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
Doctor, return to the hospital. party was a success. I have not seen anything like it in days. I'm sure the students appreciate it. No, it makes everything together and hope for the best. I can't wait to try this. Judge it. Good luck. Okay.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
You think I got into radio because of some fancy piece of paper? No, sir. Radio is pure jazz, man. It's alive and unpredictable. You can't just learn it. Sure, you could pay some big shot to tell you which buttons to press and when, and that's fine. But that's not radio. Not really. Here's another previously scheduled song that I didn't choose.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna...
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
The snark.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
Here's a question from Kevin and Flottering. Hey Harrison, what was your favorite project in school? Well, it's a good question, and you gotta remember,
Those are a great
just
way to
because
get
education is a
socializing.
scam doesn't mean all those teachers are bad people. So, to answer your question, I used to like making the little volcano. It's pretty trippy to learn that volcanoes are full of vinegar, right? But how do we collect it safely? I don't know, but that's what they ought to be teaching us, man.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
Speed walking club. can walk, but you can't hide.
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
Let's see. There we go. There are a lot of jobs around campus considering hiring. Yeah. I'll hire another janitor. Shut up.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
Oh, that students are reminded you came here on purpose. No one forced you to come here.
I never went to college. At least, I don't remember going to college. Anyway, I turned out just fine. Join me at the same time tomorrow, when the day sun goes bye-bye and the spooky white beach ball casts down its dark favor on us all. Good night.
Oh, jeez.
If you don't know where your class is it really worth going?
If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Let's see. Park bench wanted.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
Okay, food junk. Accept.
There's a fly in here.
There's a fly in here. I'm starting to lose money. No.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
Next year, 30 students. Complete private tuition.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
Okay, let's see.
What's your question?
Oh, I don't have a question. I'm just losing money in this game. Shit.
I'll put college fees up. Sell off half the library to some redneck who wants Kingdom.
I'm gonna fire you. And put you in the place. Don't make me pick you up and throw you out.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Okay, so I made money this time. Only 4,000, but still. Okay, that's done. Average student
Skills
entertainment.
are non-transferable.
There you go.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Hello, hello. Today we're discussing for the very first time, ironically, sequels. Yes, that's right. When the wicked and wretched behind something decide that it's a good idea to bless us all once
Campus
again
building.
with the second pressing of their already tenuous idea.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you.
Cheesy grubbins. Yeah, no, I'm having fast food come through and promote their shit so I get money. Yep, this is the American school system, alright?
asked questions. No, I'm not seeing your frog. End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything you wanted to do?
Dropout 0, expelled 0, continuing.
Enjoy your summer. I know I will.
Very savory year. Pick something truly.
The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now.
Luck won't help you now. Okay.
Sequelization, or the art of doing something again, is derived from the Greek word sequalid, meaning lazy, repetitive, or in some way redundant. It would seem that the ancients are trying to tell you something. Ambitionless auteurs of our times.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid.
Okay. Let's build a sweet kitchen.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
Yes, yes. I will drink something in a second. Okay.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
They're going to try to hide it. It's like, yeah, no, your tuition might be spent on something that is unnecessary. Sweets kitchen.
Sequelization, or the art of doing something again. Wait, no, we've covered that already. See what I did there? I almost repeated myself and then decided not to. It is possible. Up next, something fresh.
Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
Oh, that staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Yeah, they do. Teacher. Okay, and then let's go ahead
Staff
and
are
make...
reminded to care about students.
You want to make stacks of easy cash, but reading about stocks is really boring. Invest in Bungle Coin. It's like other fictional cryptocurrency, but with 40% less saturated fat.
Hard work may or may not pay off.
I'm sorry, this is fucking hilarious. I'm sure there's...
Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
Manage course.
The academic year is hope you have a pencil.
I hope you have a pencil. I literally have, like...
You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
Lounge party wanted.
Students are asked not to ask questions.
Alright. A waning moon wanted.
Repetition seems to me to be at the heart of all of our cultural and social failings. Oh, what comfort you all seem to take in your cookie-cutter days. Another
chef
weekend,
menu
another
wanted.
rich burger, another glorified re-release at the picture theatre. Come on, people, go out there and live! Join me tomorrow on 2 Point Radio, where I'll be talking about my collection of ceramic vowels.
Okay, I need to stop.
Education is non-refundable.
I'm gonna need money here soon. Speed walking wheel, I can't afford. Cool, I made money. Frog rain. Let me...
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
It was raining frogs. Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop streaming here. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye.